What is going on, guys? Welcome back. I do apologize, it has been a really long time since I posted a video, but today I have something really cool for you guys. So we're going to be going over the three most popular handguns, or most popular 2011 handguns to date. So we have the Bull Armory, the Staccato, and the new Stealth Arms. So without further ado, let's start with my gun of choice, my EDC gun, the Bull Armory. As many of you know, I ran a Glock for a lot of years, and then I, about 8 months ago, swapped over to the Bull Armory 2011. Now, this particular one is the SAS TAC 4 1/4, and this thing is an absolute beast. I will never go back to a Striker Fire handgun after running one of these. Bull Armory has absolutely blown it out of the water with this particular handgun. Now, this is the older style of their TAC. Their newer style, their barrels are not protruding from the slide. They're actually crowned and recessed into the slide, which I wish they would have done on their older models, but it's good to see that they updated it. They're also offering ported and even comped and ported guns now, so be sure to check them out. So I love this Holosun 407C that I just put on it. I've always ran red dots. Still getting used to, I've always run iron sights. Sorry, I'm still getting used to a red dot. But this thing is a absolute freaking TAC driver. Just to show, you know, let's do a little accuracy drill here. I'll put it in his head. The flare on this barrel, it is a bull barrel. So the reason they do that is on 2011 style pistols, there's normally a bushing because the barrel is smaller than the diameter of the slide. So the bushing encapsulates the barrel. They opted to do a bull barrel, which removes the need for the bushing. And you can see that the accuracy difference between a bull barrel and a bushing barrel is drastic. $14.95, $1,500-ish. For the non-ported versions of this gun. Okay, so moving on from the Bull Armory, which I love, to another gun that is slowly growing on me, the Staccato XC. Overall, the price difference between a Staccato and a Bull Armory is astronomically drastic. So from $14.95 MSRP to about $45 to $46 MSRP. Okay, now a lot of people will say you get a lot more bang for your buck with the Staccato than the Bull Armory. I personally haven't experienced that. I've shot a lot of Staccatos, I've shot 2 or 3 Bull Armories, and for me, Bull Armory, they're a little more combative than the Staccatos. I feel the Staccatos, especially the XC, bring sprung a little bit lighter. I mean, that's no effort. That's how light these things are sprung. That said, these things with this compensator and the light springs, they are, I mean, some of the flattest shooting guns that I've ever shot. Tula ammo. These things are absolute TAC drivers. If you have the money to spend on one, I would say go for it, but I'm one of those that, why spend $4,500 on a handgun when I can spend $15 and get something that is just as good, if not better in some aspects. Why I do prefer the Bull Armory as an EDC gun versus something like this is because due to the lighter springs, malfunctions are more likely to occur. As you saw, the Bull Armory had no issues running that Tula ammo. The Staccato did. With the lighter springs and the comps, you're gonna run into more malfunction. We're looking for reliability, and that's one of the reasons that I choose not to go with one of these. I have personally seen videos of IDF soldiers with these in their holsters. So these guns right here are being combat tested in Gaza by the IDF at some level, which I also love. What other 2011 style handgun can you say is actually being put into a combative environment and being tested to that level? Obviously, staccatos, they're being used by law enforcement. They have been used by law enforcement, but as far as I know, there's been no military adoption, at least on a Western side, of a 2011 style pistol. The IDF are the only ones that I've seen, and I just think that is kick ass. And it makes me feel better about the gun that I'm carrying. So I'm gonna quit yapping, and we're just gonna put her through her paces and see how she runs. Okay, so let me see one of these things. If you don't know, Tula, they make steel cased ammunition. If you don't lube this stuff good enough, it has this lacquer on it that likes to seize up inside of chambers. It happens with handguns, it happens with rifles. You just got to make sure you lube the stuff pretty good, which I thought I did. So another testament to Bull Armory. That wasn't the fastest cadence in the world. I can shoot faster, obviously, but maintaining accuracy that size, I'm happy with that. Bull Armory, man, I love it. Now for the king of the 2011s, as most people would say, the staccato. This particular one is the XC. It's got the compensator. It's sprung a little bit lighter. The P, I love. The staccato P is sprung a little bit heavier. It's non-comped, and it's a little bit more combative. It's more of a duty style gun, which I think that's actually the one that law enforcement ended up adopting, some departments anyway. What I've noticed with 2011s, specifically the XC, when it's sprung lighter and it has a compensator, the malfunction rate increases at some level depending on ammunition and stuff like that. We're running Tula steel cased ammo today. We ran some lube over these rounds, and we've had no malfunctions in either one of the other handguns today. So let us see if my theory about the sprung lighter and the comp is somewhat correct. So, again, it's just not able to get them out. Again, this is time. I got a true single action now. Well, at least I got good malfunction drills. Damn, man. So, I'm not going to say that this is the staccato because I ran this gun quite a bit and it does not do this. This just goes to show that if you don't lube the ammo properly, the steel case ammo properly, that you will run into malfunctions with certain firearms, especially when they're comped and they're sprung lighter. Yep, done with that. The newest addition is the Stealth Arms Platypus. Now, when I first saw this gun, it intrigued me because it takes Glock mags, and I really didn't think that I was gonna like it at first. Then I got my hands on it. It's an all-metal gun. It's not like a true 2011 where it's 3 pieces, where it's your upper assembly, your frame, and then your grip module. This is just frame and upper assembly. So it's more of a 1911 rather than a 2011 style pistol. But like I said, it's all metal, which makes it a little bit heavier. It's a 5-inch gun versus a 4 1/4 inch. Has a full-length dust cover. And did I mention it takes Glock mags? Like, that's freaking kick ass. Like, I don't know, man. That's innovation right there. Now, I'm interested to see if we run into any malfunctions with a non-comped gun that is sprung a little bit heavier. Same ammo. Same amount of lube on the ammo. Let's see. Ooh, straight through his face. And that goes to show right there that if you are looking for a combative gun, something that you could trust with your life, Stealth Arms, Bull Armory. You really want to stay away from anything that's comped or really sprung really light that's designed for competition use. You don't want to trust your life with it. If you're going to get a Staccato, get a P, get a CS, the little micro one. Don't get this, don't carry this. It's not combative. It's a great gun, just not very combative. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed coming out here and making it for you guys. Again, I apologize for being absent recently, and stay safe and God bless.